Hello everyone, good morning. Today is Sunday and here we are with our weekend reflections. Today we are going to talk about on day 7 of Growing from Within series about the emotions. We are going to continue with that topic about how do we fall many times on the default mode of our brain and thinking in that mode of brain is just reactive, it's just making you commit or do the same mistakes. How many times have you caught yourself repeating an old pattern and starting doing the same things and expecting different results? That's the idea of talking about today of this topic. Our brains have a tendency to look or to rely upon that default mode because it's the mode where we are um, ingraining the habits, when we have everything of the body functions, where we are relying on the things that we don't have to think about and we just do them, and sometimes we just start doing the things repetitive without questioning what is happening with us. So the idea is that you start questioning more the things that are happening in your life. So many times of these default mode reactions make you drive to the toxic cycles and to start ruminating an emotion, a pattern, a belief, whatever it is just being there because you are being driven to the default mode. Therefore, it is in our ability to change that default mode, to shift from direction, and to start becoming aware of the things that we are repeating, the patterns, and start breaking the cycle and creating a new reality. That is the idea. I believe that many of you also have been in that default mode, and it is sometimes difficult to catch yourself because it is a habit. It is something that you have been done for many years, and sometimes it was something that someone made you believe that it was helpful, or you just witness that and you pick up that trait or that pattern or that emotion. And that's the idea, that you are not reminded by your past. And whenever we are living in the past or thinking too much about the future, we fall into the default mode. Our brains have that capacity when we are not living in the present moment to go to the memories, to go back in time to the beliefs, to the patterns, or to start projecting things to the future and start becoming anxious. That is something that the brain does as a way of defending and a way of making us not waste too much energy. But the idea is that you are wasting more. It is just like eating a lot of times throughout the day. When you are in default mode, either to the past or to the future, you are wasting more energy than if you were living just in the present moment. If you were witnessing what is happening with you in that exact place. And when you are saying things, listen to yourself, because whatever you are saying out loud, those are the thoughts that you have, and those are the things that you are reflecting. So that self-talk is making you being triggered in certain kind of emotions that you are fostering by believing them and then reflecting on others and then having the same response of validation and thinking nobody likes me, let's say, no, that is the default thought. If you are thinking that and you are trying too much for others to like you, you will do things that you don't like, that you are not in comfort with, that you are not congruent, and you will feel anxious by trying to like other people, by trying to do things just to please them. So the idea is that you become aware that many of the things that you are doing are just being driven to satisfy other purposes and not yourself and not the things that you do. And you, by becoming aware and not becoming the victim, just saying anyone likes me or whatever it is the phrase that you are cycling in your mind, just become aware that you are doing that. By becoming aware, you are winning half of the battle of these toxic cycles, and you are now being more conscious of the things that you are doing. So the next time that you want to do something, that you want to put something in the social media just to make someone like you will think more about those things. Whenever you say something or whenever you agree to something, you will also think more about agreeing or saying the things, because you will think, what is it that makes me comfortable? What makes me feel good with myself? And by doing that, you will start appreciating yourself more and becoming more self-aware of the kind of things that you are saying to you, that you are doing for yourself. So we are starting a new path that is going to create awareness, that is going to break the cycles of toxicity, that is going to break the patterns of emotions that were in the past and that were just a response of something. By doing that, also you will be able to witness some of the behaviors that you had since you were a child, and you kept doing them because you were in the default mode. But now you are going to be able to take different roads, to take a different kind of expectancy, of vibrancy. Also, the emotions that you are going to foster, the things that you are going to empower in yourself, are going to raise the vibration and make you want more for that site where you are placed. And you will start attracting a different kind of people because you are now aware of the things. Now you are reflecting love for yourself. Now you are thinking more of the things that you are agreeing with, and now you are more comfortable with yourself. Whenever we are loving ourselves, whenever we accept ourselves, whenever we become aware of the things that we really want to engage with, to commit, to say, to do, that's the way we are feeling more comfortable with ourselves, with our version, with the way we are. And by doing that, you reflect that. It is reflected in your eyes, in your attitude, in your voice, in your talk, and of course in your actions. So it is a whole map of things that you are constructing to become more aware of the things that you are doing. That's the idea of today. That's the reflection of today. That's the purpose of becoming aware of that default mode, which our brain will want to go there because that's the best option, because that's the habit, because that's the easiest, between quotes, because were trained for that. We witness that. We grow up in those environments. Now it is time to break that shell, leave it behind, letting go that way of being, and now entering a way of becoming more aware and present of the things that you are saying, doing, witnessing, and agreeing with. By doing that, you will start to heal yourself, because all of those emotions that were in the past, all of those cycles, all of those repetitive thoughts, you will be able now to see them as a party, as a third party, as an observer, and you will be able to see why I was doing that too much, or why did I wanted to look in a certain way for someone, or why am I agreeing to something that I don't like. Question those things and you will get to the answer that you need validation, but the validation is not going to come from outside. It's not going to come from anyone external. Has to come first from you. So start knowing what you want. Start knowing what is comfortable for you. Start listening more to the things that you are saying to yourself in your mind, because whatever you say out loud, remember, has a previous history of being a thought in your head. So foster new thoughts, foster thoughts that make you become more empowered of your version, of your acceptation level, of your love for yourself. Cultivate the love for yourself and start growing that within you, and that will open up a new road to start thinking in a different way, feeling in a different way. That's the idea, to feel different, to start thinking different, to start fostering new kinds of thoughts, and to let go the toxic way, the default mode, the things that are just driving us to toxic emotions, behaviors, and of course, symptoms. Thank you very much for your attention. Have a wonderful Sunday. If you like the idea, if you like these reflections, if you like the practical tips that I'm giving you, please help me share this information in your Facebook, in groups, wherever you want. And I really appreciate your help. Here we are going to be tomorrow talking about confidence. Thank you very much and have a wonderful Sunday. Bye.